and a very good day to Mr. Koh. Our system is a gaming center. In our system, user first will be brought to the main menu, where they have three choices, whether they want to play a game, read game review, or exit the system. Let's say the user choose to play a game. We provide them with three games: tic-tac-toe, rock, paper, scissors, lizard, spork, and hangman. They can also choose to go back to the main menu. Let's say user choose tic-tac-toe. Now they can play the game. 2-2, 1-2, 2-1, 1-3, and then the system will ask whether they want to play it again or not. If they choose no, they will be brought back to the main menu. The specifics of each game will be explained by my groupmates later. Second, they can read game review. Here, they can see comments and rating given by other users related to a specific game. They can also see average rating for each game. So do you want to see the game review? Yes. Paper, scissors. And if no, they will be brought back to the main menu. If user done using the system, they can choose to exit the system. Thank you. For the main menu, we will use do while loop. This loop will continue as long as option is not equal to 3, which is exit the system. If user choose 3, see out, thank you, have a nice day will be displayed, and exit 0 means exit the system without error. If user choose to enter value other than 1, 2, or 3, message invalid input will be displayed. This error message is handled by invalid input function. Invalid input function by default will return invalid input as the message, and it will cin.clear and cin.ignore. Cin.clear and cin.ignore is important so that when user enter non-integer value like this or this, the system will not return an infinite loop.
Hi, I'm Hafiz and I will be doing the tic-tac-toe. So this is how it works. Two players will compete for the three spaces, horizontally or vertically, and you need to enter the spaces by it's 3 times 3, so it's 1, 2, and for if you enter like outside of the range, this will come up, and for the occupied space error, this will pop up. The winning condition is you have to win 3 spaces, you have to conquer 3 spaces, and for the winning player, they will announce this is the winning condition. And how do I do this? I do this by using 2 functions. The printboard function is to get this loop, and for all of the empty spaces, I use multi-dimensional array and I initialize all the empty spaces. And for the rounds, there's only 9 possible rounds. That's the most that we can have because there's 3 by 3. And modulus 2 equals to 0, I use that to indicate the rounds for players. For odd round is for player 2, and for even round is for player 1. X and 0 is for the players. And this is the winning condition. There's 8. These are the winning conditions. And if on the 9th round no one wins, it's draw. And for the error handling, I use while loop for the out of range error. For the other error is occupied space error, and I use do while. This will come out.
My name is SARFRAZ FAROOQ, and my student ID is written right here. So I'm going to be explaining the hangman code that I have written. So let's start off from the main function. So in the main function, basically what it does is shows the users a menu if they want to choose the difficult version of the game or the easy version of the game. So if they choose the easy one, we'll go to the easy function. The easy and difficult functions are almost identical, so I'll explain the easy one first. So in the easy one, basically what it will be doing is going to fetch a word to guess and is going to construct a table using another function. And what it will do is it has a do while loop, and that do while loop, what it will be doing is it is going to be running the code on a certain amount of guesses. So if for the easy version of the game, the guesses are up to 9, and for the difficult version of the game, the guesses are up to 7. So only 7 guesses to guess the entire word, 7 letters. So let's go to the top of the code. So here we have our table construction, and in its parameters we have the message, the print top or print bottom. So print top and bottom are Boolean values. So if they are needed, if you want to construct an entire box, that's when you let them be true. And if you don't want to construct the box, you pass the parameters of false to it, and you'll only have the right and left borders printed. So you can see this is a version of the border, the top and the bottom. And also this function is responsible for creating gaps between a message, between a text. So if you write the word hangman as our program starts, we want it to be centralized. So 2 gaps in the front and back of it. Now this function, hangman easy, is regarding the easier version of the game, but there's also a function which is hangman difficult. So this is constructing, this is not the easy version of the game, but it's construct the hangman for the easy version of the game. In this we have the ropes, the face, the left arm, the right arm, and the body, and then the legs. Right, so and we pass the parameters false both times because we want the entire hangman to be in one box. In the difficult version of the game, the difficult hangman will have less body parts and the rope will be shorter. And same thing, passing the parameters. And this function is also calculating the guesses. So up to 9 guesses will be the 9th body part, and 7 guesses for the 7th body part. Next, we have the word check. So what this function will be doing is going to print underscores for when it fetches the word from the word list, it will print underscores for the length of that word. So the user knows how long the word is. So that they can guess it. And if they were to guess it, it will be replaced with the letter, the alphabet. So next we have the word list. So in the word list we have 4 words, and we're using a random number generator in order to pick out one word from the one element from this array, and that array will be that element will be sent to be used later inside the parameters, so we can call it later. The next part over here we have, moreover, we have the hint. So this will create a box in which all the hints will be written down, and we're passing the false parameters because we want all the hints to be in one box. These hints are pertaining to all four words, so that the user can think and choose among these hints which one of the 4 words is pertaining to it. The next part we have is the tries left. So this has a variable error, and the error will be incremented every time we are unable to find that letter inside the word. So if he guesses it wrong, it will be incremented. The next thing we're going to be doing, all right, so this is, again, we're back to the easy version of the game. So the last thing I want to explain in this part is about if the user wins. So if they win, it breaks out of this loop, the do while loop, and then it constructs, if they win, you won. And if it doesn't, after 10 tries, it's going to come out of the loop and it's going to say you lost, better luck next time. And most of the code contains system CLS, so that is the code you're currently on, the part of the game is the only one you can view inside your terminal. That's it for my part.
Hello, my name is Samir. Today I want to present my code, which is a modification of rock, paper, scissors game, but I have added the lizard adds box, so the structure is a little bit more different. So we start by including the needed libraries. Then we defined an enum, like for the condition draw when lose. Then we define the shapes and the win, lose, draw matrix, which will be used to decide who is the winner and who is the loser in this game. So we start in the main function here. The system will prompt the user to enter one of the 5 shapes using the CN and the cout, the inputted string will be sent to check the function. To check if the input is valued, the function works by comparing the word given with the shapes of the array. If the shape was found, the program will continue. If the shape not found, the user will be prompted to enter another string. Here's that. So, in this line, the program will choose a random choice from the array. By using the judge function here, the program will determine the winner. We use the switch statement with the case selected by navigating to the game status passed on the win-lose matrix, then the status. So the game will be prompted to the user according to the case. Going back to the main function, the program will ask the user if he wants to continue the game, and the user can choose with Y for yes and N for no. If yes, the game will continue. If no, the game will be ended. That's it.
For the review part, I store everything inside arrays. Although in real life this kind of data is better to put inside database, but since we only learn up to functions, I try my best to keep this within our syllabus. So you can see this is game review 1, rating, game review 2 and its rating, game review 3 and its rating, and as well as size for each array. So for game review, user can choose to see review between 3 games and also back to main menu. If user choose to back to main menu, the main function will be called and user will return to main menu. If user choose a game, then it will call display review function. Display review function accepts 3 parameters: the game review array, game rating array, and also game size. Here, since we need to calculate average rating, we also use average and sum variable. We set the precision of average rating to 1 using setf iOS fix 12 point of precision, and then we will looping for each comment and rating. And in each loop, we will calculate the sum. Lastly, we will calculate the average by sum divided by the game size. For error handling, we use do while loop. Do while loop will ask user if they want to continue, and this will be done inside ask continue function. And if user enter invalid input function will handle this.